Welcome back to Slay the Princess. We're going to try things a little differently this time.
In the woods.
We're going to go completely passive, or...
There's a cabin. You're here to slay her.
What do you call it? We're not going to kill her at all. Not even going to try. I don't know how to start this off. I don't think this part really matters.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning, she will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't.
Not taking the knife. Pacifist, that's what I was looking for. We're going pacifist.
The cabin is almost the blade is your implement.
To the basement. Gonna be nice to her the whole time. See if anything changes.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot...
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Ever.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
See what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Why don't you get the other hand out?
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't...
Go and check if maybe the key is, If there is the key, you have any ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Uh-oh. Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, or we could use it. You won't like what happens if you do that.
How'd we get that? Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let... As the princess approaches the... Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, this isn't what's supposed to happen. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her
This is how I started
heart.
last one, wasn't it?
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel...
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so happy.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, the damsel.
You're on a path in the... You're
Yep.
here to...
See to the cabin.
She will lie. If only... Excuse... Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love. Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. The blade is your implement.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There isn't. I'm sure the prince... In which case she'd be lying to you because...
I want to look at myself.
That's a great idea. We shouldn't waste time preening. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Why do my hands look like that?
You look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet.
Into the basement.
A feather out of place.
No blade. Never taken the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charm... You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on, if she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let...
Let's see. What happened after you died? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of the... Don't you see how dainty her hands are? You'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts. Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
Oh.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
We leave.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together. I think I've got this. Oh, try it together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door. Together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and...
No.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, and then you step outside. A happy ending
And then it gets cold.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Our feathers. We have feathers? But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
Approach the
I'm
mirror.
begging you, don't.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt.
Voices feel small and distant as you approach. Silence as you reach for it, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Restart.
You're on a path. You're here to slay.
Yup. We're gonna keep doing the same thing.
You make your way up. A warning before she will.
Yep.
You're not gonna ignore. The interior of the cabin is the blade.
To the basement.
The door to the basement. Her voice
Hello?
is. Don't let it fool.
Here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous?
Wait, really? Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock. She's beautiful. I am begging.
Yep, same
Hi.
thing.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it.
See what I can do.
only making this more.
Yep,
Thank
the
you.
same thing.
You're doing. You walk up. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's doubtful.
If not, maybe I can find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the. Is someone else here?
Turn to the bottom.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here.
There's a slight panic.
If I could just get out of these chains.
She barely hesitates as she rips her flesh. It's the blade from upstairs. Or you
Yep.
won't like what happens.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against you cut.
Yep.
The blade is sharp.
It's all the same
Her
thing.
lip, she didn't know. She smiles soft. How is she?
Thank you.
No. We won't have it as the princess. Wait, watch me.
Oh my
What
god.
are you doing?
Warn. I can't warn her again? Oops. I can't do it again? Oh my god, I didn't know I couldn't do it again. Slay, 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 warn, warn, slay. I don't want to. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh my god, stop doing that. What if I just sit here and do nothing? Oh. This isn't fair. Warn her. Warn her. Why can't I pick the same one? What is skip? No, stop it. Oh my god. I don't want to slay. This is ruining everything. I guess we have to.
Okay, so you bring the blade down to strike, but she's fast.
We could have gotten out of here together. Or you just. I don't know what's come over you. But if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal but you have a weapon. You raise the. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your foot. You collapse to the floor. Your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough. It can't just end. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, everything goes dark.
Yep. Okay.
And
Chapter 2 of the Witch.
you're on a path. You're here.
Oh. You know, but she's going to kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed. I definitely got her. Why am I here again? How about turn around and leave?
You're the boss. Seriously?
Away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's strange.
Turn around and
Really
leave.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? I like it. Seems like it's got great acoustics.
Now what's going on? World around you is unwell and its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, sound of many sounds, undulations, pulse louder, something or other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing us against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. The world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation.
You're on a path. You're here.
Nope. Turn around and leave.
Seriously?
Away from the cabin.
Good. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's
Turn and leave
really
again.
keen on.
Quietly continue
Your
down the path.
silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the...
No. So fighting this, I have to go in the cabin, don't I? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a place out.
There's always
if I
a
wait
choice.
out of this
Let
place.
me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for... And here we go. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner, but as
more.
you focus on your... In every
There's
direction...
more of them.
Wait, but you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? You've doomed us all. You lose track of just how long you spend aimless...
To the stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of... You're here to slay...
I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever.
Clever. A little boring, though. It's extremely boring. Can we really do that? Can we really just do nothing? No, you can't just do nothing. You have to do something. Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing. Forever.
Yay.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing.
What is that? Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Yeah, same thing. Just rumbling many sounds. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edge of your mind. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here entwined with the creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Oh. Anger, why have you come back?
You're on a path. You're here.
Can we leave again? Continue to the cabin? I can't walk away. So it's taking choices away from us. Have you considered maybe explore? Not doing
Are you
this.
serious?
Can someone else do this? No. Oh, a good cabin. I'll talk to her if she's as bad as to maybe. No, okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Silently continue the cabin.
You make your way up. A warning. She will...
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the... Her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
is... Don't let it...
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and she's beautiful. I am begging...
Hi. Do you think you...
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
That's the only choice I got. It doesn't let me do the same thing over and over again. I don't know anything about you. I'm going to keep you locked. No, I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. I was sent here to slay you. But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me. Hopefully...
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
I'll see what I can do.
Walk up to the chair, large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked...
If there isn't, you have any ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the... Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut...
She offers the suggestion, if we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure you attempt to make someone else...
Hey, let me out of here.
And plead. I'll repeat myself once again. You try the door. You make your way to the... Easier for everyone. Look at the...
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade, or we could use... You won't like...
I don't have any other option. I don't like this.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. The wound drives her to the ground. Okay. There's no going back now. I'm with you to the...
You bastard. Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room and meets your eyes with the ferocity of a cornered prey.
You've made a terrible enemy.
I didn't
and
want
there's
to.
Nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
The narrator made me do it.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by it. It's an act. Don't waver. As you ready your blade to deliver, forget about... Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you seize a moment of hesitation to throw her... We can still turn this...
Give up.
Are you serious? The princess, wounded but still alive, nervously jumps. Her shining eyes watch you from the darkness. We can only hope the wounds you managed to inflict...
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
This is the end. Before you can answer, everything goes dark.
Chapter 2, The Beast.
Your Honor, you're here.
Uh-huh. Oh, we can turn around and leave
Yes,
again.
We're safe. Seriously? You're just going...
I think we have to do something with her because it just resets. We have to give 5 different princesses. Okay, fine, maybe. Okay, we'll go to the cabin.
If this is what you think is best, I'll keep my... She will... There's a cat. She could have... That's a... Maybe...
See to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is... The blade is your implement.
First, the mirror.
You walk up to the... What are you talking... You reach... But there was a mirror, and now it's gone.
No blade.
Steel claw. I guess we'll just have to trust that we... The door to the base... The air... She grabs...
I can smell you.
She sounds all impatient. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way
This is
to
different.
the damp
I haven't
earth
seen this one
floor of
before.
a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all sides, seemingly the only living things that occupy this strange underground wilderness. The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush, dragging her heavy chain behind her. Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly
Just a
not
princess.
just
It's so
a
dangerous, so we're
princess.
supposed to slay her.
You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does.
Voice of the hunted.
Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring
Oh.
hungrily at you from the darkness.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce.
You know, we don't have to kill each other, right?
There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous.
Oh!
Princess lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce. And she is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then. Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly at your surroundings as they compress in on you. Your lungs can barely expand in such a tiny space. Not that the humid, finite air grants you more than a few shallow breaths at a time.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn as the acid begins its slow work.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight. The burning grows stronger, and you can feel layers of you being peeled away.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the princess's heart.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage, but still a prison. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave together.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is grim? Stop her. Do something. We don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw. Tear through her before we are her.
Can you talk to the cabin? You could have asked me before swallowing me alive.
I acted on my will, fledgling, and you acted on yours. The strong triumph, and the weak submit or perish.
Can you talk to the
I
cabin?
understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in death.
You need me to free you, don't you? You can't force me to let you out of here. Because I offer doesn't mean I want to give you your... I have my so-called... I could use it to hurt you. You can leave, just let me go.
Oh, can I?
The click of what you presume to be a door ripples through the layers of suffocating flesh.
That wasn't so hard.
You feel her take another massive step.
Dissolving
And then
will free a
another.
creature while under
Then-
extreme duress.
And then, it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
You can feel a churning in the forms around you, and then a wet tunneling before you are ejected to a place that is nowhere at all.
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me. How lucky for you.
Is that her?
This place is cold.
But before you can say anything to her, she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. Why is it... But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be a thing.
It's not the end. Whatever's going on the other side is going to be nice. It's not the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
I am sorry I said that I hated you. I do not hate you. When I found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. When I found you in the long quiet again alone, I was hurt. I thought you had decided to leave me here to wither. But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as before?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closed around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Ready to go back.
I will long for your return. but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
A feral vessel, bring the beast to her. Alright, that's going to be the end for this episode. We'll continue with more in the next one. Thanks for watching.